Do 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 do. Welcome to part 30 7, right? It's 37 of our PS4 vanilla survival Minecraft series. Yes, the previous 2 streams were very eventful because I gonna take you on a journey to my air conditioner. I have to turn it off, it's just too noisy. It's cooled down my room enough for now. Because I was finally able to repair an iron golem spawning issue. And the outcome was great in that I inadvertently doubled the rate of the spawning. Doubled and quadrupled, actually. Went from 1, anywhere from 1 to... It went from 1 to anywhere from 2 to 4. And that's cool. However, because repairing that issue involved drastically increasing the beds and job blocks and removing the quarantine so everyone is together, it destabilized everything because you have all these villagers in relatively dark spaces and these iron golems that can spawn anywhere. Number one, if they spawn outside the village barrier, no one can protect the villagers. So if one villager gets infected, that's a guaranteed extinction event. That's a problem. And number two, now that these guys are spawning in pairs, if at any point I happen to kill one, or both, another can spawn right behind me or anywhere in my vicinity and just obliterate me. Yeah. I love that these two are traveling together. Are you two like a couple or... I don't have all day, I'm sorry. You're so cute. So like for example, is this dude you sure you see what I'm saying? Because they are a hive mind. That's terrifying. Okay, I'm literally... So they're a hive mind. So if you kill one and another respawns, that could be a problem. Is this dude... What are we doing? If another one respawns behind you, for example, in this situation where there isn't a lot of space to run, you can get screwed. I've already been screwed several times. I'm telling you. If another one spawned in here, for example, because he's hostile, that one would instantly become hostile and pursue me. In a tight space, that's a problem. Like if one just spawned behind me right now, as I was killing this one, that would be very bad. If 2 spawned at that time, that would be worse. So it's great that I have a consistent iron source. That is the most important thing, but it's created some variables. That, and more importantly, the fact that the villagers aren't safe. If the iron golem aren't within these fences, then no one would be able to prevent the spread of an infection. And I witnessed it. I was on top of the mansion over there. And I was looking down into the village and I couldn't really understand what I was seeing. I was just seeing all of these villagers, I'm talking like 5 or 6 or 7 of them take damage all at once. And I was like, wait, has the golem turned on the villagers? No, the golem had spawned on top of the roof and outside of the fence, so they couldn't do anything. What happened was there was a zombie infection. It infected one, and then it infected all the rest. And in a wave, seemingly in one motion, they were all infected, and all of them, practically all of them, died. See how he's outside? It's not very helpful. Oh my god, that would be so scary if he could. I would have been screwed if they could go through that. Of course they can, it's not 2 blocks. I'm tired after my shower, low-key. I don't have torches in the back here because I want the lighting conditions to be poor so I can get the iron I need. But with that the case, there's very likely to be a zombie spawn. And it only takes one to infect a villager and then infect all the rest. See how far they're spawning away? Far away they are spawning? Making sure there's no creeper behind me. Nothing like double, triple, quadruple, pentuple checking your math that you've already checked many, many times. You guys need to be inside the... Oh my goodness. 3? Y'all need to be spawning inside. You're not helpful if you're outside. 1 second. It looked like a 4th just spawned in, but I'm pretty sure that was just a graphics issue. It may have just been a freak thing, a fluke. But if it isn't, it's not very helpful having a situation where they could suffer a mass extinction event if I turn to look in the other direction. So I'm kind of wondering what would happen if, now that I removed the quarantine, if I put a bunch of job blocks here again. If I can't use Adam and Eve villagers for the reason that when I do, they cause some crossed wires of remotely claimed job blocks that can no longer be accessed because they basically swapped between quarantines, then I can just put a vast amount of job blocks everywhere and a vast amount of beds everywhere and hope and pray that, one, it won't mess up the iron golem spawning, and two, that if they suffer an extinction event, it won't in fact affect every single one, and I'll be able to build up. If I can't secure 2 of them, if that is not an absolute, then I will just have to proliferate all of them and let them run free. Sounds horrible. Excuse me. I do want to get rid of those. Because that will prevent... Bro looks like the Headless Horseman even though he's not. Come on. Oh. See? Hive mind. Are all 3 here? Sure are. Damn, that's crazy. Hi, boys. I kind of want to back up my game first. Look at all these men fighting over me. It's one way of looking at it. Oh, it timed out. You good? See that? Because another one spawned in. Now, if another one spawned inside here, I would be screwed. Do you see how that's kind of unreliable? I don't want to just get obliterated. Because they are a hive mind. Oh boy. And the longer I'm here, the more likely it is that another one will spawn nearby. The longer it takes for me to kill these. See that? If he had spawned on the ground... See what I mean? Oh no, dude. Can you not? Can you not, please? Come on. Silly donkey. Where the heck did that other golem go? Yeah. See, when the mass extinction... Okay, I'll keep this guy here. I'll always keep one in the village. Because that... If one of them is infected, he'll just annihilate them before it spreads. That's very important. If they're spawning multiple at a time, then one at all times in the village should be enough. In other words, if they're spawning multiple at all times, then they should continue to spawn even if one is still there, is what I'm saying. One moment. Alright, buddy. Got it. I find that they're really easy to push. In, holy hell. In Minecraft on PC, they're definitely not as easy to push. The other downside of this activity is generally, it will make crazy things happen. More villagers and more everything else, it increases the rate of everything else. Alright. You guys got 3 iron golem in here. Honestly, if one spawned outside of the village every now and then, I'd be fine with that. Because I want them to be safe in here. They certainly will be now. There's no way that could happen again. Let me go ahead and back this up. Meow, wow. Random singing cat. Excuse me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Make a third, fourth. I mean, why not? Why not? Do it. Do it. Why not? Alright, hopefully they'll be fine. This lovely super tree grew here. I love it here. These are bees just from the outside. They didn't come from the inside. It would be impossible for them to. Hold up. Are they actually... No, that sound was just from one on the inside. That had to have been the case. Right? Yeah, it was night and there was a huge infection outbreak, a huge outbreak. And the golems just watched John helplessly because they were on the ceiling. They couldn't get down. They were on the roof, I mean. I'm gonna plant some trees here. Because I cannot be bothered. Cannot be bothered with going all the way over there and risking getting blown up a bunch of times. No thanks. What's going on here? Getting hit by skeletons or what? What's going on here? He's taking damage. Well, they managed to get him. Damn. Look at those mobs. Full house, that's good. They should really be able to just go up these stairs and find the beds right here. Don't really know why they can't. Here you go. I don't think they should be able to see them, but they can. Bullshit. There's a kitty clawing at my door. No kitty. Oh, it's so cool here. I love this tree. Definitely looks a little large here, but when this just happened to grow, I was like, I know I'm not removing this, because you see, this was the block that I designated for the one tree, and it just grew here. And that's unusual, that's uncommon, especially for it to grow vertically like that, instead of more spread out with the canopy. It's just a really cool tree, honestly. Excuse me. Okay, so that one tree grew, that's good, I guess. I could plant another tree over here, honestly. I think that's ridiculous, but I could. I really have to be planting as many as possible, otherwise this is just gonna take too long. Yeah, these are far enough away, I think. Yeah, I think these are far enough away. They should be. And we'll plant 4 here. Hi. Ouch. I feel like it takes a little while sometimes for a tree farm or a bunch of, well, yeah, for a tree farm to assimilate, to like adjust. It takes a minute. I could also put one down here. Right here, I mean. I was toying with the idea of expanding that into the roof a little bit, but I don't think that would look right. Just a little nub, not a nub, but a little deck there on top. Because I just feel like it's also weird the way it goes across. It's fine. Is this far enough away? Yeah, I'll put one here. I feel like it's far enough away. In theory, the iron golem thing isn't reliable either because they will die eventually. And when they die, they will be replaced. But there's no guarantee that their replacement will spawn inside of the fence, which will eventually leave the villagers alone, and they will eventually go extinct. I'm gonna adjust the lighting conditions because it's just too dangerous. I wanted to increase the rate of spawns by creating a lot of shadow, a lot of darkness, but it's just too dangerous. 1, 2, 3. So I'll put some lanterns here and there. And I have to get rid of that tree farm soon. I'm just never going to use that. Uh-oh. Did those grow too large? No, that was just made it seem that way. Wow, look at that tree. It's amazing. No! What on earth are you doing? Get back inside. What are you doing? Yeah, you moron. Can you not? Come back. No. No. You don't understand that the bed is above you? Are you that stupid? Yes. Run. Run away. To safety. What is wrong with you? Idiot. The Iron Golem are just not an effective immune system. They'll ward off some things, but it's not... It should not be your only line of defense. Your absolute line of defense should be sequestering a couple villagers inside... What was that? I'm pretty sure there was an Iron Golem there. Anyway, sequestering a couple villagers inside of a place where nothing could ever reach them, and they have job blocks and they have beds. But that doesn't work, because where there are inaccessible job blocks, it will kill the golem spawning, because it doesn't understand that it's mutually exclusive. So if I have a surplus of job blocks here, and they're all linked to these villagers, and I put job blocks there, these villagers will link themselves there and not be able to access them. And it will destroy the Iron Golem. Golem spawning, that is. It's just a little eccentricity I noticed with Bedrock. It's quite annoying. Fafo. All right. I'm gonna illuminate first the animal enclosures. Gonna take half. Holy cow. That's a lot of lanterns, buddy. Okay. These have light in them, obviously. Every house. Duh. And you think that having doors and walls that function on the houses would help? No. It completely stopped all the villagers from getting in and they all died. They couldn't access their beds as well. So... yeah. Alright, first things first. I'm going to... do that. I know that the original structure just had a peeled oak log on top, so I could put that back in any time. I didn't want to put the lantern on top of the block. It would have looked weird. No. One, two, three, four. That's annoying. That should prevent something from spawning in there. I'll do the same thing over here, excuse me. One, two, three, four. That's annoying. Whatever. I feel like this one was somehow too deep. I don't really know how it happened, but I feel like it was too deep here. Yeah. It was. I knew I wasn't imagining it. That should just keep those illuminated in there. Put one there. I'm doing this sparingly. Because if they're surrounded by light, they may determine they don't need iron golem at all. I'm curious to see if it'll still spawn golem. Let me do this in increments. Because I know pretty reliably, I feel like you should always have two swords. I know pretty reliably that if an iron golem spawns with these lighting conditions, then the lighting conditions are good. Let me verify where the other one is. Where's the third one? We need to know where the third one is, because he'll just swing out of nowhere and knock me out of orbit. Did the third one die somehow? Where'd he go? Two. This is what creates a situation where there's an outbreak, because he's just being stupid, commiserating with disease, just socializing with disease on the outskirts of the village. Where'd the third one go? Anyway. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Nice. No! Bad timing. Bad timing. Really? Aha. I don't have all day. They can't make up their mind. I'm glad I put this here because it gave me some cover, actually. I need to remove that bed because they try to access it. Is he good? See, like, if one spawned in here, that could be bad. Hmm? Shit. It didn't appear for a second. Pretty sure you only need 3, not 4. I didn't really want to test the theory at that moment, though. I will be removing this bed because it's gonna confuse the villagers. Sorry, kitties. I'll put it in here just so I can always sleep in here if I need to. Put it in here. No, I can just use that. I'll put it in there to remind me. That's from Village Square. So the light didn't seem to damage the spawn rate too much. I don't know about adding much more light than that, though. This is where the concentration of job locks and active jobs are. So if I light this place up, this place in particular, it might kill the spawning. I don't know. And I don't really want to test the theory. This is cute. I wouldn't keep it here, but... Good, good. These grow, some of them. It adds up, it adds up. Oh. Yeah, I gotta be careful with that. See how beautiful that tree is, the big one that I'll never take down? See how beautiful it is from here? It almost makes it, it almost gives it a hyper-realistic look because through the little tiny windows of the trapdoors, you have a little less context. So you just see the blue sky and the green and the brown, and the lack of context almost makes it more realistic. When you look through that, your brain can't really tell if it's pixelated on anymore. Your brain can tell that, oh, this is pixelated, but not so much the image on the other side of that texture, because there's less context. And so it makes it feel like a window into reality, in a way. That's my opinion. Hold on. I'm gonna back up the game. I gotta close the window in the bathroom. BRB. Hello, hello. Okay. Every 5 to 10 minutes. That's a lot of eggs. I remember in I think it might have been my first PC. Minecraft survival. I just built this big upward penthouse. A more crude version of the many iterations that would follow, obviously. Wasn't exactly building like this when I first started. And on one of the levels I had a chicken farm. Because I liked getting arrows. I need the feathers for the arrows, I believe. I need the feathers for something. Alright, I am going to continue to test the spawn right here. Horse. Whoa. Oh, cute. Oh my gosh, dangerous. I do want to lead this guy in here. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Because the baby will follow. What, you don't know how to come in a gate? What kind of horse are you? What on earth? Come in. Jeez. This is dangerous. Come on. See, we gotta go. We gotta go. Come on. Come on. And you too. Good. Now you guys are safe. I didn't know where to put you, but you're here now, so enjoy being safe. I know that horse had a slur for me. It's okay. I love my horse. I know there's one here. I'll have to check. Oh, there's one here. Wow. 2 spawned in the village despite the increased light. That's good. Well, if one's there, I can just feel free to get this one then. Playing hard to get. Shouldn't be out here. What is bro doing? Sorry if I missed anyone's comment. I never know when it's just a bot. Pretty sure it was a bot. I didn't miss anything. I'm gonna have to get bro. Well, now I can't, because if I do, his buddy will all over me. Okay, so I've somewhat stabilized the whatever is going on over here. Somewhat. More lighting is safer than it was before. It's definitely not the most secure situation, but it's better than it was before, as far as the lighting goes. The golems are still spawning, so it's okay. Maybe not at such an insane rate. I don't even know if that has to do with the lighting conditions, honestly. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I put a donkey here. Did he die? Oh well. So pretty in there. So it didn't kill the golem spawn, but it reduced it by half, because double the amount were spawning before. So there must have been an impact that the lighting had. The change in lighting, even if it was light. That's why I was careful with it. What did he see? Anyway. There's definitely a dark point here. Definitely dark. Holy cow, definitely dark points here. Here, maybe. Over here for sure. Over here. Nice. Double nice. Oh, it adds up. I love the way this looks. Try something. I like this too. This feels a little bit more secure up here. Like we're not just gonna fall off. It's not bad. Looks okay. Oh. Perfect. Isn't that adorable? Cute. I feel like we could use something else here. Trying to create a villager-proof, like a child-proof wall here to create access for villagers, safe access, is just gonna look an eyesore. So this is just gonna be for me. It's pretty. It's very pretty. There should be a gate here, though. I could put another hive here if I wanted to. Nope. Oh, the beast shadow is a circle. Well, makes sense. A lot of the smaller object shadows are circles. Oh, I love this. I love that we have a resident horse. Where's the baby, though? Did it just die? Oh. Damn. Let me help. Whoa. Don't you think that's enough poison? Hello? Jeez. And she's not dead yet. Maybe the horse's baby died because the iron golem swung and the horse happened to be in the way in some situation. That's sad. Oh well. Alright. I'm getting tired, honestly. Could probably tell when I get tired, because I just slow down. I move around less. Okay. We'll be back on tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching and enjoying. See you around.